Hello, good night. Today our group will present a poem entitled COVID and Stress. Introduce, my name is Enrique Bastian and my group Dava Ikramansyah, Tinda Agus Berlianti, and Hanifa Hendian. Next. I will explain the stress. What is stress? Stress is an individual adaptation response to internal or external threats. Perceived stress is the result of a person's appraisal of the stressor and as threatening or non-threatening, as well as one's own abilities to cope. Examples: one, perceived efficiency or resource to respond to threats. One, the factors that can influence stress appraisals and response is personality. Next. Previous students have shown that mediators and stress response perceive threat and efficacy important target construct for stress management interventions. With the scope of students together, these findings suggest that change in stress play a central role in predicting college students' worst mental health outcomes. Specifically, stress was associated with higher depression and anxiety among college students prior to the pandemic. Next.
Okay, I will continue. So, COVID and stress. COVID-19 was declared as a pandemic on 11 March 2020, according to Kukinota and Fanelli. Many countries around the world have instructed their citizens to stay at home and to engage in social distancing. And Bao et al. Explained that, similar to previous pandemics, the COVID-19 pandemic caused significant stress. And a recent survey study of the general public in China showed that 112 million people reported moderate to severe stress levels, according to Wang et al. And a nationwide survey among Italians reported 16.2 million people experienced high to extremely high stress levels during the pandemic. And prolonged stress are significantly associated with mortality, poor mental health outcomes, and lower quality of life. Okay, next.
Okay, I will continue the presentation. Mental health outcomes for college students during pandemic COVID-19. Crandall suggests that change in stress play a central role in predicting college students' worse mental health outcomes. Specifically, stress was associated with higher depression and anxiety among college students prior to the pandemic. Although loneliness was also associated with higher levels of depression prior to the pandemic. The relationship between loneliness and depression was mediated by stress. Moreover, loneliness and stress increased during the COVID-19 pandemic. Stress, not loneliness, was associated with increased depression and anxiety during the pandemic. Crandall also suggests that loneliness and stress contribute to college students' worse mental health outcomes, but increased stress during college may have particularly pernicious consequences for students' mental health. However, reducing loneliness may provide college students with an important coping strategy to reduce their stress and ultimately serve a productive role against developing mental health problems.
Okay, I will show you about personality and perceived stress during COVID-19 pandemic. This is the big 5 personality traits. First, openness. Example, tendency to be perspective, creative, reflective, and appreciate fantasy and aesthetic. Second, conscientiousness, like tendency to be responsible, organized, hardworking, goal-directed. Third, extraversion, like tendency to be sociable, assertive, positive, and a high activity level. Agreeableness. Example of agreeableness is tendency to be kind, cooperative, altruistic, trustworthy, and generous. Last, neuroticism, like tendency to be emotional unstable and experience such feeling as anxiety, worry, and fear. That's all from us. And I will close this presentation with idiom. Call it day. Thank you for your attention. See you. Bye-bye.